Hold on real quick. Be right back. Hold on. Just wait for a couple minutes here. Same Throttle just went live. If anyone wants to come up on the panel, let me know. I got it going. Hold on, let's try this. Hey, safety man. Oh no, I didn't see the chat, buddy. Sorry. Let's see here. I'm still getting used to using this, so here is. Sorry about that. I did not see the chat before. How's it going? How's it going? I am taking all calls from trolls tonight also. If any trolls would like to jump up, have at it. Yeah, buddy. Where's that FTP at? I'm still rather upset at the fact that Morbid Angels passed on. Kind of really bummed out about that still. Can I get a 1 or 2 if the audio is pretty good, or if anyone can help me out with that? That'd be awesome. Safety man, what is up, buddy? Cool, cool. Thanks, buddy. Oh, it's been a long fucking day. So YouTube is still fighting me about monetizing my account. So now I have to make a video, and I'm over for subscribers. I'm over for viewing hours. I'm over for everything else. Everything else looks good. It's just for some reason I got striked earlier. I think it was because of fucking Depend. Cool. Well, I'm only going to be on it till like maybe 6:55, bro. So I'm just waiting for an appointment to happen. So I'll try to jump on later. I went to work at like 12:30 this morning, so I'm kind of wiped out. So I'm just popping on, seeing if any trolls want to fight. No. But I'd love to talk to you in person. That would be amazing. So you've always been around. But if not, not much else is really happening right now. I mean, try to put some more light in here real quick if I can get the fucking shit to work. There we go. Some cherries and berries. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, there's honestly nothing going on. I was just popping on to see how it looks. Still getting used to using it yet, so maybe we can create a banner. Let's see. Happy. Oh, it's very pre-type. Here we go. Yeah. It's pretty easy. Customize your banner. Do, 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 do. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, there's a guest. Hold on. All right.
Hey, how
What
you
up?
doing, Big Daddy?
Good. How are you?
All right, I thought I'd pop on, at least let you see how it works, because I got to try to get the StreamYards going myself again.
Yeah, I don't know. For the most part, it seems to be working pretty. It's a lot nicer than what it was when it first started, like last, at least for me last year. I never really went back to it, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, I stopped using it about a year ago, and it had a lot of hiccups and stuff. But it said 1 hour before. I was going to ask before what?
Before I go in and do this amazing anger management course that I'm rocking at, and they can't see why I'm in it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they well, right now they thought I had a drug and alcohol problem. Well, no. If anything, I think my life would be better drug and alcohols. But like, yeah, I got nothing. They're like, you, like, the guy's like, sometimes you, he's like, why are you even here? And I'm like, because my PO said I should show up to this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
They
like,
just want
whatever.
you to take another step. I mean, when the anger management guy is like, "Why are you here?" It's because they said I had to be.
Oh no,
So,
don't get me wrong. I've used some of the steps, like breathing and some of the other stuff, but like it's just I gotta pay cash out of pocket. The guy's really cool though. I mean, like if anything, I developed a friendship, I guess, for someone I can go vent to. But like for the most part, it's quite interesting.
well, I mean, even though it's anger management, because your PO said you had to do it, doesn't mean you can't get something out of it.
Yeah.
Because even talking to a friend or even someone else, you can always get something different out of life. I mean,
Oh
they
yeah.
say old dogs can't learn new tricks, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, especially in this day and age, it's good to have someone to at least talk to. And
Yeah.
that's basically what I see a lot of these panels are, where people can get together and talk and
Oh yeah,
hopefully
dude, it's
get out
fun
the
getting on these.
frustrations.
Sometimes it goes batshit crazy though.
Oh, it does. But also, there's people that thrive on that. You
Oh, I
know,
know.
that's why they do it. So, but yet things can still get worked out one way or the other. Uh, just hopefully peacefully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. For the most part, it's very interesting. I don't know. I thought my health insurance honestly would pay for this.
Uh,
It's like a little mom and pop guy does good work, cash up front, cash, cash, cash. So it is what it is. So
but it's
interesting.
something you still have to do to keep to your compliance. On the other hand, of what you have to do.
Yeah, it's even more funny. My PO, he's like, so let's walk through why you're here today. And I explained everything, and he's like, you're on probation for that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so what can we not repeat so we don't end up here again? It's like not film police from a public sidewalk, not have contact with police, or don't go anywhere near anyone in my city. And it's really hard. Like even just like I mean they don't fuck with me right now. I mean like literally I think I can just drive around and they would never fuck with me. I mean obviously if I do something like crazy crazy they'd come after me. But me and my 9-year-old got attacked by a dog on the second day walking home from school.
Mm-hmm.
Emergency medical service, which it says in the restraining order, I can still receive or get court or get fined or show up to court, pay tickets, and anything, generally open to the public, I can go do, but or receive. They never even showed up, to help out my kid or anything like that. Did I expect them? No. Instead, there was
I
two.
think I remember seeing you. Can't remember if you were alive or that day that you were taken to the hospital.
Yep. Yeah, they actually they sent two guys down to the hospital that day. But and then they held the dog for like 14 days or however that works for their
Yeah, for the
quarantine.
rabies tests and stuff.
Yeah, and then this chick is like the owner of the dog. I'm not out to get rich or anything like that. I just want to make sure the bills are covered. This
Mm-hmm.
chick is avoiding me like a plague right now. She's never home. She lives like halfway up the block. It's uh it's interesting stuff, I guess though.
Yeah.
I didn't really have anything much going on. Just like I just figured I'd pop on. But like I said, it's interesting though. You get to talk to some people and then,
Well,
kind of,
going to the anger management class gives you some insight on how different people look at what makes them angry. Because everybody has different well, not ideals. I'm not very good at words, but for example, one person can get angry because they don't like the way somebody's walking and talking. Another person can get angry because uh, they're
yep.
driving 5 miles an hour slower than what they want to go. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's how you deal with that anger. You know,
Yeah.
and sometimes we can get the best of us can get angry over just the littlest thing that don't really mean much, but yet it touches something in us, and we got to sit there and say, "Hey, I'm not going to deal with this." And then next thing you know, they say, "Hey, you need anger management because you lashed out because they didn't like the way you had to say something."
Yeah.
What? Words now hurt. I mean, come on.
Well, we all know that's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sad in that area. Like I'm still like I'm so horrible at writing, dude. Like it just with the dyslexia, like I have
Yep,
that form of
I have it, and everybody
dysgraphia.
knows it. Yep,
And
I
dude,
can't read
it's so
chats and
horrible.
stuff.
As a truck driver, it's so horrible. Like it's a different version of dyslexia
Mm-hmm.
or dysgraphia. It's horrible. It looks like my toddler can write better than me.
Oh yeah. Well,
But like
everybody knows that
writing,
I have dyslexia too, and I don't read chat real well because it takes me 5 times longer to read chat. And it's something that I've dealt with, and many people deal with, and a lot of people don't even know that somebody has that.
you
And people go like,
that's
"Well,
what
how
all
come you don't say hi in chat and stuff?" Well, I don't type a lot either.
Yep.
And then,
Just like
I,
this.
with
This.
this, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
But with this technology, I'm able to use text to speak, which helps. But using that text to speech doesn't understand my own speech, and it comes out a little bit different. Because I remember the very first time it came out was Liberty Freak was being arrested in Colorado live, and I posted a video. Everybody go to Liberty Freak being arrested. Where it came out, Liberty Fake being arrested. Oh my goodness, did Eric come out on that one? Eric Brandt sat there and lit me up because Text to Speak did what I took the video down, corrected it, and put my own video. Like, hey, I got dyslexia. I don't spell real well. I don't read very well, and I use text to speak. And I did my apologies, and it was done with. But that's why I tell people sometimes words you got to be careful. Even when you're typing, it can come out the way that you don't want
Oh,
it.
I
So
was just about to touch
read
base on
before you
that.
hit send. Don't send
Yeah.
something so you know it's right.
Or I said something today to text to speech on my phone. I was sending it to my sister, and I looked down and I almost hit the send and said, "Hey, I'm gonna come poke through and come all over your tits." And I was like, "What?" I
You
was like,
didn't send it, did you?
"No, no, no, I didn't say that." But next thing you know, hey, I need to pick up my shoe. It's floating down the river. Meanwhile, I meant to say, hey, I'm going to the grocery store. Do you need something? The text is
Yeah.
it's cool, but it's not. So I would love to know how Defend has that instant like text to speech crap, with that. But that's a whole nother thing on that. But
Yeah, yeah.
I just find it comical sometimes with that shit. It's very interesting. But like even being a truck driver, the amount of road ragers you deal with all day, like they expect you to move over, like they think you could just put them right away, and it's not happening.
Yep.
And it's
Oh, I
just like,
know. I have CDL. I drove truck for 20 years, so
well,
yeah.
people are like, "Oh, do you have any road rage?" I'm like, "No, what's that?" And they're like, we get mad, and I was like, someone honks the horn, gives me the finger, I wave at them and smile. They
Mm-hmm.
drive off more angrier.
Well, the thing is, I don't look at it. People, do you get road rage? Do I get angry when somebody does something I don't like? No, I can get frustrated, but what can I do about it? They're already down the road. Now, if they sit there and hit me, I can't get angry about it. I want to make sure everybody's safe and then deal with it. But I've learned these things over years, to try to control people say is anger, which I say is nothing but frustration that can turn into anger, especially if somebody gets out and hits me. Well, then it changes from frustration to what the fuck you think you're
Mhm.
gonna do now,
Oh yeah. Nope. I definitely feel that one, man. It's very interesting how that works. It's what do you do, Are they gonna hurt you first or them? Let's see, let's read some name. No name, no name. I know what truck have I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Interday? I don't even know. They can't stay out of the suicide zone, yeah. Well, what takes patience is when you're driving through a really big city and these guys jump on the highway and they start forming lines. And next thing you know, you're trying to get through because you have to, or you have an explosive load, like
Mm-hmm.
gasoline. And these guys are throwing, you don't know if they're guns or bananas, you don't know what they have, and it's just like that dude who got ripped out of that truck and they beat the living hell out of him for driving through the crowd. I mean, like, honestly, I'll stop, but man, like, as soon as these guys start throwing rocks and start shooting at me or some shit, trying to hurt me, I'm just gonna keep going, dude. All I could do is just go slow, but I'm not gonna sit here and get killed and pulled out of my cab because someone pissed off because I'm trying to do a job to bring supplies to people.
Yeah. Well, and with the way the supplies are going now, there ain't very many truck drivers out there anymore, especially with all this mandates. And I won't say anything else about that, but we're losing a lot of truckers and a lot of,
Oh,
you know,
ridiculous right now.
you know, and then you have, because the big businesses require something so you can drive. Well, then they sit there and don't drive because they don't want that they don't want to do that requirement. See, I'm watching what I say.
Mm-hmm.
The key words. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. But as a small business, I can sit there and say, I'll take that load. I'll sit there and go down there. And then they say, do you have the requirements to come in here? No. Well, then we can't give you the load. So I guess your product won't get out then. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
I've
But
had
then
many times, like,
Biden signed an executive order. He's going to start fining $500 or more for drive, and I'm going to try to do a little bit more research on this, but finding commercial drivers for not being there on time to get the loads and dropped off.
when the pandemic hit and everything, like I sat in a day cab for 3 days outside of a Walmart distribution center where they weren't letting anyone in. This particular Walmart distribution center had over 300 doors. They were all empty. They were refusing to bring freight in because they didn't know what to do. Meanwhile, I mean, it's a good thing I always bring like shit, like a hammock with me and like some other stuff because like I'm somewhat of a prepper. And then, I just do whatever. But I'm used to roughing it as it is. But then it's like, dude, what do you do? You get if there's a job that's got to get done, I'm the guy that gets the job done. So it's just.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people don't realize what us truckers go through. They're sitting at home complaining because there's not something in the store because truckers didn't get it and stuff. Here they are living in a nice house with 2, 3 bedrooms and maybe 1 or 2 bathrooms, or even a good 1 bedroom. As us truckers are sitting inside of a 12 by 8 area for a whole time we're driving for weeks at a time.
Yep.
We lay down, we sleep. We have a bed. That's it. We have. Oh yeah, we can have a little TV. We can have a microwave or a refrigerator.
Honestly,
but you're still stuck in the same area.
It's a horrible, horrible lifestyle. Like if you just, I mean, you can get into that rut where you're used to taking naps all the time. You can do that, or like I found like I do the intermediate fasting. It makes me feel better because I mean, let's face it, as a truck driver, you really don't need that much food to live off of during the day. It's just. But some of these guys are ridiculous. I mean, like you get guys that are falling. I mean, okay, this is a no-brainer, all right? I mean, you got guys that are driving with their feet on top of a steering wheel when you go down the highway, truckers, people, you name it. You see it. Or the benefit about being a truck driver is you can just look down, you can see what anyone's doing inside their vehicles. 90% of the time, they're texting. Cops are always texting. People are texting. Firefighters, they're texting inside their rigs, or that cage and you get jacked up rig or jacked up, F-150 or 1500 Silverados driving past your window height, they're texting. It's sickening after a while to deal with these people, and that's just like, but we're automatically in the blame. So say if we got one thing out of our pre-trip that's wrong, we can automatically catch the blame. So if we didn't log something properly, we don't have the right paperwork, or for instance, my Fed Med's due tomorrow. I've been on my company nonstop to go reinstate my Fed Med, and they made me miss my last 3 appointments. And I'm like, well, I guess Wednesday I ain't working if I don't get to go to my appointment tomorrow. I'm like, and you guys are going to pay me for the full day? And that's probably what's going to happen. So,
yeah. Well, you know, and also we as drivers, we fall a little bit different than somebody that's driving a car or a pickup truck because we are licensed drivers. We are professional drivers. And yet
no,
when I see, like you were saying, cops or firefighters or even ambulance drivers, they're going down the road, they're texting, they're doing all these kinds of things. They're not even licensed drivers. I mean, the only licensed drivers that are considered professional drivers is CDL,
yeah.
bus drivers, you know, where you have to have a license. We the fines that we can get for the
For it,
smallest
you have
thing.
to have a license for it. Yeah.
Yep. The things that we get fined, the amount of fines, $300 fines for something minor
Well,
that we
that
have to
was,
pay as a professional driver, these other regular drivers do. Oh, you didn't turn your blinker on. Okay, here's a $35 fine, for example. And I don't know the amounts, but we would get a $300 fine because we are a licensed professional driver, but yet, in my opinion, not. I'd say at least a good 60% of the drivers out there don't understand, much less respect, what commercial drivers have to do and what
oh
they
yeah,
go
without a
through.
doubt. They don't care. Like most people don't know half the game now these days is insurance. Like,
Mm-hmm.
let's say you go to these smaller mom and pop companies and you got some shit on your record, and they'll turn around and be like, "Well, we want $60,000 up front for this driver, or else it's not happening." And that's what they have to do. That's why you see all these big major carriers, Knight Swift, Schneider, and stuff. That's why they have their own insurance companies.
Yeah.
People test track certified. That's funny. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm probably gonna jump off you guys because it's getting close to my appointment time. I'll hopefully be able to get back up. I'm getting a little bush. Like I said, I got up at 12:30 this morning for work, and I'm still in a semi because I'm local. So shit could get like pretty crazy for the rest of the night. I don't know, but I miss my kids. I haven't seen them since last night. So, uh, but
Well,
yeah,
you have a good one. Get yourself a little rest. Do what you got to do. And if I'm up whenever you pop on.
yeah, you're always welcome. Like I said, it might take me a couple minutes to figure it out. But hey, good citizen media, how's it going, buddy? No name, no name. 5-speed. You hold a commercial license, be paid, driving cameras. Yeah. Giggled, giggled, giggle. 5-speed. What up? If anyone sees FTP, send them my love. All round pigs, asses, pork. God, we gotta come up with a nickname for that because that is a mouthful to say. I'm just gonna call you God from now on. Uh, I don't really know. Well, anyway, safety man, buddy. I'll talk to you later. Be safe. You guys have stuff. So I'm gonna go sit in my anger management therapy class now.
All right. Well, you have a good one. While you sit there, just smile the whole time.
I got called an effing fag the other day by someone because I waved and I smiled at them, and they called my company and they were complaining because I didn't. Well, I couldn't move over, but he was texting coming up on the ramp, and then
Mhm.
you know, how that goes. They slam on the or like, oh, phone. Oh, there's a semi right there. Slam on the
Mhm.
phone, and the guy tried throwing his coffee at me. He had his window half up and it went fucking everywhere. And he's like, beep, 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 beep. I'm just like, this, it can't get any better than that. But anyway, I love you all. Be safe. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, I can get this shit together and do something even better. I might have to start a new channel too, because if YouTube won't monetize this, because I feel like some people are making out gold on this. And like I said, I got 5 kids, so every dollar helps. Holla.
It does. Some people monetize, some people don't, you know, and that's a choice they make. But monetization does help. You know, like I said, I've not been monetized. I probably never will be. That's what I said I
Yeah, I
wouldn't be.
was for
But
a while, but then it disappeared. I don't know what happened with their algorithm and stuff. So, oh well,
mm,
shit happens.
it
So
does.
anyway, later, you guys.
Have a good one.
Yep.